Hello everyone, it is raining today, but I still have to go out because I have to register my new place with the local police. That is something you have to do in China regardless of where you live. You have to register wherever your accommodations are with the local police. It's just a little part of the lovely bureaucracy here. But for those of you who are lucky enough to be working somewhere that provides an apartment, you don't have to do this. They will do it for you. But if you're like me and you rent an apartment outside of your school or your company's dorms or wherever, you have to do this. Now, before we go any further, I should probably address when you need to do this. You need to do this every time you enter China, or every time you move, or every time you change jobs or update your visa. So there are a few situations in which you need to do this. So please, be aware of that. Technically, there is a penalty fee that you have to pay if you don't do this on time. And I believe they give you like 2 or 3 days to update your information before you have to pay a penalty fee. Although I didn't do this on time once or twice, and I never got a penalty fee. So enforcement is kind of, hit and miss. I've heard some people have to pay it, and some people don't. So it really just kind of depends. So I would say be safe. Be safe with it. Because you never know when they're going to throw the book at you in China in this situation or any situation. The goal is to get something called your Accommodation Registration Form. And basically, this is a form that you provide to people when you're renewing visas and when you're, it's just something that you need, okay? In order to get it, you have to bring a folder full of stuff. Now, different places have different regulations, even within the same city, because you have to take this to your local community police station. Now, mine, for example, I go to a place in the south of Chengdu, or southeast Chengdu, in my little area called Niushiko, and I go to that little police station, and I have to provide a few documents. You have to bring your passport first and foremost, along with a few other documents like your rental contract that you've signed, along with your renter's ID card, a copy of that. And then you have to bring in copies of the deed of the house, and then a few other documents I'll put up on the screen, and then you're good to go. Now, different places do require different things, like I've already said, but generally speaking, those are what you need. If you're doing it for the first time, I recommend just bring as much documentation as humanly possible, because you never know what you're going to need until you've done it a few times. So just bring a whole big giant folder full of crap, and eventually that should take care of it. You might need things like the agent's phone number or the landlord's phone number, or whoever signed it with you. You'll need their ID card or their phone number, and it's a big hassle to try and get everything together if you don't know, but it's really just quite routine. Most places will know what to do with foreigners, not all. So if it's your first time and you don't speak a lot of Chinese, bring a local with you to help you figure it out. One more quick thing, opening hours for police stations in China are going to be Monday through Friday, 9 to 12 and 2 to 5. So, don't go there on the weekend. Don't go there if it's not regular business hours. And don't forget the Chinese siesta. All right, here's my place. It's very inconspicuous, right? But yeah, I'm going to go take care of this. I'll see you in a bit. All right, that is it. Done and done. Sorted. So I am good to live in China for at least the next few months before I do this again. Unless I somehow move into yet another place. So we'll see how it goes. All right, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. If you're new here, please feel free to check out my channel and subscribe if you like what you see. Give a thumbs up. And if you've been a subscriber for a while, feel free to visit my Patreon page. But if you don't want to, no big deal. See you all tomorrow.